On this episode of the wrap up, Diablo 4 season 1 is coming. We have the nerfs and all the updates right now, as well as a Apex player, an Apex ALGS player is quitting Apex competitive. That and more here on the wrap up. All right, guys. Diablo 4 Season 1 is coming on the 20th of July. There's some nerfs and there's some updates. Guys, what is going on with the game? What are you guys excited about in these nerfs? How bad are the nerfs coming to the game?
Well, it's class wide. It's all 5 classes getting nerfed. So it should keep it pretty even. There was some classes, barbarian, uh, even necro a little bit that I play. That was a little overpowered. Definitely are taking some hits on those 2 classes in the nerfs. Um, I think it'll just balance it out a little bit, make it a little bit better. Uh, and really, what am I excited for? It's season 1. It's gonna be great to see how they're gonna handle this battle pass for the first season. It's really gonna set the tone for the player base and if this player base will hold for more than for a prolonged period of time. The Malignant, they've took some player feedback with season 1 being Malignant. Their Malignant dungeons is what they're called. They're making them a little smaller scale, so a lot more compact corridors to be a little more slay happy that a lot of Diablo fans are looking for. So I'm very interested in that. What are you thinking there, Joey?
Well, I'm my biggest concern with one of the I guess nerfs that they did is the hell tides. I know people, with the nerfing the classes, I don't think they really needed to touch hell tides as much as they did, but at times too, it was very challenging at times to get 175 cinders depending on when you hopped in and were able to do it. So to bump that up to where you have to open certain special, chests at 250 as opposed to 175, I feel like they had a good thing going with where they had it, but this might deter some
So
people because of it.
what I can say on the cinders on that regard, because I actually ran a lot of Helltide for the mystery tomes chest, the mystery chest, and it was really easy to get 175. I was actually in one Helltide able to open all 4 mystery chests. I got the 2 before the 30 minutes before the chest switched, and I got the 2 right afterwards as well. And I had time to spare. So uh, with the world events and stuff, if you're doing those correctly, it's a lot easier. The one thing I do like they did in the Helltide is the +3 levels. So now to get chances at Uber drops, you only need to be 82 because you need those monsters to be level 85. So it makes it a lot sooner you can start working on grinding for Ubers. But I mean, I can see it. A lot of people, you don't want to sit there and spend that much time in Helltide, so I can understand that as well. Like it is a 75 more centers. It's just like a little more grind.
Yeah, I think especially with all the classes getting nerfed, getting, background nerfs and all that stuff too, I mean, I feel like having certain AoE classes and stuff like that, like the sorceress and things like that. I feel like there needs to be not just nerfs, but certain buffs to certain builds as well, because we're seeing way more of specific builds than we are of actually seeing a full intertwined thing of builds. With Death Trap Rogue being like top tier, with the Bone Spear for Necro being top tier.
That drop down. But yeah.
Yeah, but Ice Sorceress being top tier. Sorceress being one that has a fire and lightning is basically a joke now. It
No, Arc Lash is making its way up the list now as well. So it's getting there. I think big nerfs need to come. Not big. I think the nerfs are starting to roll in that they're seeing, which is going to bring those other classes up to the forefront because they have the pieces there. It's just these classes are so strong right now, it's not worth building another one. But I am also interested. We got Queen sitting down here, wondering what she's thinking on the Diablo season 1 coming.
this is my first Diablo game that I've ever played. So I don't know much. What I have learned has been, I mean, I love the game as is, so I haven't tried it since the update to see what's changed. Now, see, I did the lightning, and to find out like it was weak sauce compared to everything else that was out, I was like, well, I like lightning. I thought it was pretty badass, and I didn't know that it was actually um weaker than some of the setups that people have now. Which I'm like, how do you even get these setups? Like, see, you got to know so much to do all
Yeah.
this stuff. See, I don't know any of that. So I'm
Well,
I'm doing a new character too. So I'm gonna focus on that one and really see what I can do with it in a different.
oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm excited.
All right, guys. Well, give us your comments below in this video. Let us know what you think about all the updates and nerfs for Diablo 4 Season 1. All right, guys. Another ALGS player has given up on the game, and for the similar reasons that I also have I've lost the love for this game. You know what? Apex Legends was in 2019 when it first came out, was some force to be reckoned with as far as BR games are concerned, because at that time it was Blackout and it was PUBG. That was it in Fortnite. The three BR games. Blackout from COD, which was their first ever BR that they had created for Black Ops 4, and then PUBG, which is everybody from H1Z1 to PUBG is what everybody copied pretty much. H1Z1 and PUBG were the first two games that people copied over and over. And Blackout was that, another rendition of that. And then Apex came along. And man, they were a force to be reckoned with. Season 0, anybody who actually played the game from the beginning in Season 0 knows that this game was a force to be reckoned with back then. And now it has turned into Rat Peck's Legends is what I call it now, because that's all you need to do. You don't get points for killing people anymore. You only get points for your placement and where you are at the end of these ranked games. So HisWattson said, you know what, I've had it. That's it. I'm done. I'm done playing this game competitively. He's lost the love, as have I, and so many players that have been here since the beginning has lost the love of actually playing this game. Queen, on the other hand, she's lost the love. She's lost the love and feeling a long time ago from playing this game.
I don't even play like that, and I never had the love for it. Never.
I mean, you did whip, Chaos's butt in a one-on-one
I will always have that.
Yeah, you will always that will always be something for you as a positive note for Apex Legends.
Yes. This is true.
But on the whole, HisWattson, there's so many people that are just saying, including myself, that was a competitive player for Apex. I am just done with this game. I don't know what else to say to this game. Like, they will have to do something very drastic and very good for me to even want to continue playing the game. I literally just want to get to Masters and then vault the game. Like, don't even care about anything with the game, because I'll be sitting there playing Warzone, which, by the way, is a lot more fun. I hate to say it, because we're complaining about...
Even with the hackers.
Yeah, even with at least the amount of hackers over there get banned, like, in the middle of the game. Like, I watch people get banned in the middle of a game. Here, I get an email, like, every two to 3 days of people that I've gotten banned off the game. It takes them that long. And their support is zero. Like, they don't support their players, and they don't support the community. And it takes people like me and the other players that are also testers to have to tell them we don't want certain things in the game. And it takes months and years for them to understand that this is not what we want. The backlash of this rank system is, let me just put a little, there was only a 25 to 35% population that was masters in the last rank season. Right now, the majority of people, all 75% of them, are sitting in masters already.
People that shouldn't be there.
Right. These are people, and some of them admit it. Like, there's some, like, Pretty Shooter says, I don't even want to make it to masters because I didn't earn it. Because all it is you just sit there and you just collect points. That's it. There's no earning extra. Okay, there was a couple times that you earned extra for doing certain things, but for the most part, when you win, you get your points. That's it. It's over with. It's done. No matter how many people you killed, they do not reward you for that stuff anymore. And that's where this game is going. This game is going to where Titanfall 2 has gone. It's going to sink into the earth and it's going to disappear. That's where this game is going. If EA and Respawn doesn't get the head out of the ass, this is where it's going. It's going to be another Titanfall. And Titanfall 2 was a great game. I don't know if you guys ever had a chance.
It had such potential to be like an absolutely amazing game. Even their multiplayer system in there had such a great opportunity to be amazing and skyrocket. And then they focused all their stuff on Apex, which again, Season 0, perfect example of how much focus they did. It was like it had like the highest playing BR game of all time when it launched. And to just see you have ups and downs no matter what with any BR game. This one just seems to, if it's up, and then they're like, okay, we're going to fix a couple little things, and those little things end up being massive hits, and then it goes down, and then it comes back up a little bit, and then it goes back down and tanks. And they're spending more time on the lower end of the spectrum than they are on the higher end at this point.
So let me ask this. Let me be conspiracy theorist here for a second. Do you think, EA, they're a money grab company. They want their money. That's what they put games out for. Do you think maybe they said, who cares what we put out for this now? Because they're either going to play it, and if they don't, we got our money. We can move on to the next thing.
No, I think what really is happening is the fact that there was talks about a Titanfall 3 game coming out. And I think what it is they're trying to ramp up for that and just they're purposely trying to kill this game. If you see all the trends that are happening, this is exactly like Titanfall 2. They are purposely they just killed Titanfall 2 back in the day, right before Apex came out. And I tested Apex and I was like, Jesus Christ, this is Titanfall 2, pretty much. And the guys that were in there testing with me, we all said the same thing. We tested this before anybody could play the game. Like, we went to EA headquarters. And in fact, one of the guys I saw the last time I went there in May was one of the guys that I tested the original Apex before we knew that it was going to be a BR and it was based off the Titanfall 2 stuff. So what am I going to believe? That if I get in another test over there, that I'm going to be testing Titanfall 3. And unfortunately, Apex has ran its course. They put too many... Here's the thing. They're putting too many legends in. They're already going to put another legend in next season. Like, you just put in this legend, right? You put in this legend ballistic, and now your next season you're going to put in another legend. No new maps, maybe one new gun they put in that's overpowered, and people are not happy with the game. Like, the overall consensus of people, when you watch people on stream, like I watch people consistently on Apex just to see who has potential to go to comp series. I want to see some of these guys. And most of them, when they ask, are you happy with the last match you played? Every person pushes no on their thing on there. Like, nobody's happy with the game. There is no love.
They just don't know how to balance. That's the biggest thing. EA cannot figure out a proper way to balance.
I don't think they care if it gets balanced.
Even when they did care and they were trying to make it something really great, they have not figured out, and I think that's honestly the biggest issue here. Not that they may be trying to tank the game or anything. They don't know how to properly balance a player base. Skill-based matchmaking has always been a challenge to do, but when you talk about all the skill-based matchmaking from all these different BRs out there, Apex is at the bottom of the barrel. You will drop in with players that you should not be playing with.
Well, I mean, and it's not only that, but like, let's talk about the cheats. Like, luckily I've actually watched some people get banned live on stream while I'm streaming. They get banned. Their box drops right in front of me because we reported them. But the thing is like, I hate to say it, but COD really pulled through with their cheat system, where if you really get caught cheating, at least if it's not in the forefront of when you're actually playing with these people, in the next 24 hours, you'll see the ban come up that this person is no longer in the player base anymore. So they have stepped up their, Call of Duty, Activision have stepped up their game as far as cheaters. And here we watch people all that, like yesterday. Jesus Christ, I was playing off stream yesterday, and like this kid was taking hits to the head like nothing, and he was just taking bullets and like nothing, and everybody's reporting his ass, and like it's you feel like there's no care for this game anymore. This game is run its course, and I hate to say it, and I've been saying it for a year now, that Apex is slowly dying. It's on the tail end of its time. It's going to be PUBG. There's going to be the OG people that will still play it every once in a while, like PUBG. But if they do not do something drastic to appeal, like I hate to say it, Fortnite does it right. They bring in constant new stuff into the game that entertains people. Now, some of it might be shit, like those guns that sit there and are way overpowered, and those swords that are way overpowered. Yes, but besides all that fact, they're still bringing people in. They're still attracting people. Like, Chaos and Queen, I've per capita played more Fortnite than any other game I've seen, and it's because they're putting in new skins all the time. They're rotating the store every day. They're doing things that would attract people to want to continue playing the game.
They change the map every season.
They change the map. Like, what have we gotten? We gotten Broken Shit, which is Broken Moon, Shit Point, which is Storm Point, which is supposed to change, by the way, this season, but they haven't. The storm still hasn't come in. I don't know what the fuck's going on with that. They said that by this time that there was a storm that was supposed to come in and cause some kind of disruption inside that. I haven't seen the storm, still sitting out in the fucking middle of the ocean.
Yeah.
So what are we doing? What are we doing? And you're wondering why players that have been playing competitively and playing since the beginning are leaving your game and going for other games. Like, this is the time for people like Dr. Disrespect's Dead Drop, right? And X Defiant to create a BR, create a good, and knock Apex out of the water. I hate to say it, I'm a big Apex fan. I was always a big Apex fan, but the way I see that they do not give a shit about the community, they do not care about what the community is even telling them or feeding back to them, lets me know that maybe you don't need our money anymore. You've made enough money. So
welcome to EA.
I have
EA Apex players.
I haven't spent money on that game in like 5 seasons.
This is
That's
what
how
us
long
sports
it's
people
been.
have been dealing with the whole time with EA. So welcome to the team.
All right, your comments below. Let us know what you think about Apex and the trash season of season 17. Thank you to JTAY, Queen, and Chaos for being here today. If you have a suggestion for the show, please send it down below or sit there and find us on Discord and send us a DM on there. Until next time, thank you for tuning in to the wrap up.
I'm up late and I'm drinking every night.
Cameras rolling. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. On this episode of the wrap up, Diablo 4's season 1 is coming. Now we're going to be talking about all the nerfs and some of the good stuff coming to the game. That and another ALGS player is quitting Apex competitive tournament game. That and more on this fucking shit. I gotta do that over again.
That's fucking shit.
That was a good film.
5,
JTAY, I was
4,
I couldn't.
3,
He broke.
2.
Oh, he broke anyway.
I know. Joey always does. He just 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Motherfucker.
Everybody's breaking here.
USA. I need to put like a block over Jason. 5, 4, stick a tampon on the
wall.
I do it. Oh my god. That's what it looks like, Joey's background.
The fact that we both were about to say the same thing, that was hilarious.
It's great. Well, I mean, we are the assholes of the
Yeah.
Make it so easy for them to pick on you. That's what I'm trying to understand.
He doesn't know. He see, look at hands in the air, just has no idea.
I can pick on anybody. It's not his fault.
Yeah.
He doesn't help himself either.
Yeah, he doesn't. He really doesn't. You know that, right? Does not help himself at all. 5, 4. Phantom of the Opera. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Thank you to JTAY, Queen, and Joey. Fuck Joey. It's Chaos Ratings. Fuck me right in the asshole.
You'd like that. I heard Queen got some toys for that.
Yeah, it's okay. Joey uses them all. In the shower, it's a suction cup.